afternoon, I guess, if it's 4:30, and this is the second workout for today. We made it to the gym this morning. We ran a couple errands. We had a couple personal phone calls for appointments and things like that. And it is now 4:30 and it's starting to cool off. And I knew I wanted to get this second workout in, not late tonight, because we just kind of want to veg the rest of today. Do you ever have those days where you have gone so hard, so go, just make all things happen, right? And you both just kind of sit there and talk about, like, maybe we could just like chill for tonight. And that's what we decided to do for, if you can believe it, day 24. So if you are just following this series, I'm Connie Kircher. I'm an elite entrepreneur coach. What that means is I come alongside high performer female business owners, and I help them work through strategy, scaling their businesses, and really succession planning, and monetizing their expertise. And so, no clients today. Again, Thursday was a complete reset day for me. I typically do this live one. I'm doing the second workout for 75 hard. Again, I've done this challenge a couple different times, and I wanted to challenge myself as we live full time here at St. Thomas, USVI, and just see what it would be like for me to push myself in terms of, it's not ideal to be doing 2 workouts every single day for 75 days straight. When you're living full-time on a boat, could be the perception, or could be the, barrier. I haven't let it stop me once. Like, I'm in the flow now, and it's absolutely awesome. So make sure that you like and subscribe. A couple days ago, I just had an awesome video talking about being the CEO of your business and the CEO of you. And so if that is a space that you would want to just hear a little bit more, get a little bit more inspiration, truly coming from like the CEO lens, I think it's a 45-minute training video that I just put up, completely complimentary, and it's awesome. It was a good training, right? When it's like, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say. And that was a good, suggestion that I gave to a client a couple years ago. It was just an awesome training. So that is up on the channel. Look for that. It is Becoming the Best CEO of You and Your Business. And so what we're going to dive into is, usually you think about the afternoon being kind of a slump or kind of a downtime, right? It doesn't have to be. So welcome again. When you think about what could the afternoon actually be, it actually could re-energize you. Oh, look, we have some boats coming in, some day charters. That's awesome. So what do you typically do in your mid-afternoon, right? So for me, I'm always shifting into that next kind of, section of what life's going to bring. So tonight, we're not going to go out. We're not going to go to the beach. We're not going to work. We are just honestly going to enjoy and relax and reset, because we know we have a lot of projects, a lot of personal time, a lot of go, probably the next 72 hours. So when I think about my day today, I wanted to make sure that this late afternoon shift was me being able to like enjoy tonight, have zero guilt of relaxing, have zero, frustration that we're not doing more. There's plenty on my plate to get done, but I know that I have a time slot for that tomorrow morning. And so that is one suggestion I'm going to make. As you look at your afternoons, that is where I see a lot of my clients slump, and they just practically give up every night. You start strong in the morning. You had the best of intentions. You woke up on the right side of the bed in the mornings, but then it tanks. So if that's sometimes you, put a comment in that you're like, I do a great morning routine, Connie. I really do, time block my calendar appropriately. But then in that afternoon, I just get quote unquote tired. And so one thing I like to do for myself in the afternoons is I say, from a scale from 0 to 10, Connie, me talking to me, how actually tired are you? So 0 to 10, because what we're doing is we're doing a rate of perceived exertion when we have met all the clients, or you've ran all the errands, or you watched the kiddos for half a day, or you have, done 3 networking experiences. One thing I would absolutely start having you do is in those late afternoons that then you just tank and give up on that better version of yourself as the day goes on and really wraps up for you. Have that question, because most of us, if I said, okay, I'm a 4, and I'm like, okay, a 4 is not that that bad, right? Like if you actually had to put a number to it. Now, when there's times that if you do a rate of perceived exhaustion and you've had a back-to-back kind of day, and maybe you're going off of very little sleep for a couple days consecutively, and you can honestly check in and say, Connie, I'm probably at like an 8. Well, then that may be an appropriate time to just lay low, take some time off, reset as you need. But when you have that honest conversation, you have to put a number to it. It does help you be more accountable. I've never, give myself a hard time or feel bad. If I know I'm an 8, 9, or 10, I will completely be like, yep, tonight you just need to get some extra rest, take care of you, it's all good. But if I'm a 4, 5, and 6, and I know that I have big goals to accomplish the rest of this month, and I want to complete, for example, 75 hard, and I want to get XYZ done, there's no excuses. We can all do things when it's not ideal, right? It's amazing when you don't give yourself that out, you will then complete what you want to complete. But you are the one that's telling yourself, I'm so tired. Here's maybe some new verbiage. Maybe you're bored. Maybe you are stagnant. Maybe you're feeling stuck. Maybe you're checked out. Those are better qualifier words to get really honed in of what's actually going on. I'm not a big fan of I am tired. Amen, sister. Right? Like that word does not inspire any type of action, right? When I say I have very little gas in the tank and I need to refuel tonight, that's different. Do you hear how that comes off different? But if you honestly keep telling yourself, morning when you wake up and you do your walk at 6 a.m. When we got up and worked out 2 hours, we choose to lift for 2 hours at the gym and then come back. I wasn't fully rested, right? Like it wasn't like I had the best night's sleep ever, but I wasn't saying to myself, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. This workout's gonna be so hard. It's gonna be so hot today. No, I went into the gym and I'm like, well, whatever gas I do have in this tank, I'm gonna leave it at the workout and do what I need to do. And I didn't let that tiredness number or feeling run me ragged, right? And then I've had a super personal productive day today. We've made protein balls for people for tomorrow that are coming on the boat. Like I said, we have like 2 or 3 hours of personal meetings for just personal appointment pieces that we cranked out Zoom calls with partners. Like it was awesomely productive for the personal side of us. And then again, I knew this afternoon, I was like, I could go walk later tonight, but I know that I'm feeling like I want to get re-energized. I want to reset tonight. Notice this language. It's not, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Okay, so when you think about your late afternoons, moving forward in your business, taking care of the kiddos, taking care of deliverables, taking care of all the paper, all the things that are on our plate, your words in that late afternoon witching hour are huge, right? I'm almost a bigger believer to go, you have so much to look forward to every morning that you can kind of override. Like you got to get to the appointments. You have to go drop the kids off. You have to go to the gym. Like the morning you can override a little bit easier. So I think sometimes choosing your attitude or words in the morning is a little bit more, kind of common knowledge. But I really think there's this like sneaky 3:30 to 5:30 window. Tell me when your window is actually. That 3:30 to 5:30 window where you can just self-sabotage an incredible day, and then you go into the slump and you go into this exhausted feeling, and then from 5:30 to 10:30 you have reversed all the habits you have stacked, all the confidence you have built for the day, all the progress to completion that you felt throughout the day because of this little window of time that maybe you just needed a mini reset, right? So tell me what the greatest takeaway you've heard or that you implement in terms of that mid-afternoon slump. Again, I'm very, very keen on you've got to be moving your body. You have to stop getting in boredom, and we have to stop getting absolutely checked out in head to the kitchen to grab a snack, head to the phone to do social media. Like we're just looking for quick fixes. Give yourself something with so much more robust intake and purpose, and to stay on that better version of yourself. If you haven't ever done this, make a list. I've done this for clients before and suggested this. Make a list of when you are in the slump. And again, yours could be that 3:30 to 5:30 window. It could be 10 to noon, that mid-morning maybe. But what are going to be your automatic choices during that? So in the slump, you're not kind of at your own mercy to maybe not come up with anything. Is it reading? Is it writing gratitude and thank you cards? Is it calling 3, friends? Is it like, what is that going to be so that you don't scroll off into the end of the night and next thing you know, it's 9 p.m. and you literally, the way I, think about prioritization in my time, you lost a third of your day to being the best version of yourself, to working on that financial plan, to, editing XYZ, to spending time with your significant other. You've lost a 1/3 of the day. And you all have heard me, coach and say that I think of my days that I'm rocking out 3 days in one. I've got the 6 to noon shift, the noon to 6 shift, and then the 6 to about, 10 p.m. shift. Meaning some of those are really personal focused in terms of personal priorities. Some of them are full on entrepreneur focused, and that's what I make sure I have completion in one of those shifts. And then some of those are just true like vacation mode, where, there's days I'll start my day and I don't really clock in, I don't really start until noon. Like I will give myself a mini vacation day, clock in from noon to 6, and then from 6 to 10, just be in personal relationship enjoyment, and fitness time even. So I hope that helps you think about, one, proactively get your list together of what you're gonna do when the slump happens. It happens to all of us. Again, I'm one of, the more internally motivated, get it done kind of personalities. And I still get that 3:30 to 5:30 slump that I need to dial in. I choose to dial in and just go, okay. And I think it happens usually the 3rd week of every month where I'm just a little bit like, okay, there's been a lot on the plate, right? There's been a lot of deliverables that you completed today. You've been peopling a lot. Even with me being an extrovert, I really become cognizant that, if I am at that higher rate of perceived exhaustion, I will take care of what I need to take care of to reset for the next couple days. But I'm never leaning on it as an excuse. I'm never leaning on it from a place of what do I learn about myself when I am choosing to, live this type of robust life, which we all, decide how you want that to look and feel for your own well-being. But especially during 75 hard. And again, that's why this series is so good to document, is that it does at times have its like, man, this is the best thing ever. And there's days where you're like, I just have to get the picture done, the water in, the reading done, and the two workouts. And that's kind of how yesterday was. We had such a full day. I had to get all of it completed by 9 a.m., all of it. Both workouts with a break in between, the reading, the progress picture, obviously not the gallon of water by 9 a.m., but all that process, and jam out, an hour of work before we took friends out, changed, flipped, and then went to an awesome steak dinner, which was super on plan and was wonderful. I just had a piece of steak and it was amazing. I didn't need any other little desserts or anything like that. It was perfect. So it was perfection, actually. So I hope that, again, this series is inspiring you to, one, learn a little bit about how I maintain and really step in as a CEO of myself and my business. Two, I hope that you continue to learn some techniques of how important it is the language you use towards yourself. And three, I hope that you explore what is your next best version of yourself and how do you continue to hold yourself accountable. So I will see you all tomorrow morning because we will be getting up early to, again, I will be doing the walk in the morning and then be heading to the gym, and then we will be out for a day of fun. So, all right, I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks again for watching. If there's anything I can be of service to, feel free to put it in the comment section, and make sure you share and like this video. Bye, y'all. Enjoy your Friday Eve.